should enter the liquidating sign of the zodiac, that is Pisces, on 29th November 2023. This is the time, possibly, those who are fueling the conflict may start laying low or even move out. Arvind Kejriwal will hit the pinnacle of his political career. Did you know that Rahu in your chart is a high spot of your life? Analysis of Rahu's transit can be like a tunnel to the high spot that you are looking for. Surprising? Talk to Enlighten Astro. This video is published only from astrological perspectives, and we are not interested in political developments of any politician or political party whatsoever. Our interest is only in transit of planets from time to time as an astrologer. Ever hungry for fine-tuning and enhancement of knowledge with a research bent of mind, it is extremely interesting to find many critical phases of life can be evaluated from the position of Rahu at birth or in a national chart, or for that matter even generally also. Therefore, it prompted me to go to history of transit of Rahu in the context of Israel-Hamas conflict. My prediction about Israel-Hamas conflict is now proved accurate. With this latest success amongst other mind-boggling predictions earlier also, I got curious to pick up Sri Arvind Kejriwal's chart from Google search. This exercise has revealed a number of exciting points in the context of ensuing general elections in India. For viewers who are not interested in analysis of his chart in detail, let me first share the synopsis of my presentation. Number 1, starting November 30th when Rahu entered Pisces, he will start getting the reward of the last 18 years of his efforts. Number 2, before his Jupiter Dasha ends on March 18, 2026, he will consolidate all his gains of the efforts put by him all along. Number 3, from March 18, 2026, his Saturn Dasha starts and it is a totally different game for him. Number 4, we need to watch out the developments on March 3rd, 2024, which should be significant for him in my opinion. The history of Rahu's transit in the context of Israel-Hamas conflict was published on 26th October 2023. As predicted by me, what was looking up one time in October 2023 as a conflict which could have been a fully blown up war engaging few more countries are now getting cooled down. This was accurately predicted on 26th October 2023, mentioning that the transit of Rahu into Pisces on 29th November will not allow other countries to join the conflict. And there we are now. Please watch the video and the link is given in the description of this video. In fact, I did factor the history of Rahu's transit 18 years back when the then ceasefire took place in 2005, and I did mention that this time the conflict is likely to end up on a long-term basis settlement. Right now, we are already having early indications of this scenario. When Rahu's transit is applied to Sri Arvind Kejriwal's chart, reveals excellent results for him. It certainly indicates that he shall be the pinnacle of his political career, and the result of his last 18 years' effort should start yielding results now. I have taken his birth details from the public domain and I hope it is correct. Of course, after all, the very basic look and feel of his chart, an astrologer has to arrive and say that he is Arvind Kejriwal. His birth chart is a signature of his personality, undoubtedly. I am presenting you very sensitive points of the birth chart of Sri Arvind Kejriwal. First and foremost, the point that I would like to share with you is the fact of nodal return, that is, Rahu transiting over Rahu at birth. Therefore, it is imperative that we need to check where Rahu is posited in our birth chart and where is Rahu now transiting. This can give life-changing indications in a big way. Sri Arvind Kejriwal is a Taurus ascendant and the Lagna is Vargottama, thereby meaning it is very strong. For the benefit of viewers not familiar with astrology, Vargottama means the Lagna in Rashi and Navamsha chart is the same, vice Taurus in his case. Number 2, if one has to be a powerful person in any activity, the sun should be rising in a critical degree. Critical degree means at the very beginning of a sign or at the fag end of a sign. In his chart, sun is at 29 degrees 33 minutes, almost at the verge of moving to the next sign. Number 3, for political power, it is essential that Saturn should also be in a critical degree as mentioned above, and his retrograde Saturn is at 2 degrees 3 minutes in the star of Ashwini of Ketu, in Aries of course. Number 4, Moon is again at a critical degree at 26 degrees 10 minutes in its own star Rohini. Now the big question, what made me publish this video? What was Rahu's transit to do with this? Why Rahu is important for him? I will walk you through this just now. The speciality of the nodes why is Rahu and Ketu are they steer the lord of the zodiac sign, they are posited. For Arvind Kejriwal, Rahu is posited in the 11th house from the ascendant. Prima facie, this is an excellent augury in astrology. Rahu is posited in Pisces, the lord is Jupiter. Thus, Rahu becomes an agent of Jupiter and he is running the dasha of Jupiter. These points won't suffice and I need to harp on other very critical points too, without which the presentation will not be complete from astrology points of view. His Rahu is at 17 degrees 21 minutes in Pisces and Jupiter is at 17 degrees 46 minutes in Leo, closely conjunct Venus, his Lagna Lord, at 15 degrees 3 minutes in its own star, and this again makes his Lagna very strong. Well, from other perspectives, the planets rising at 5 degrees, 17 degrees and 29 degrees are called as Anaretic degrees, and yet another word is Avtar degree is also used in astrology. Okay, these details may be boring for you since astrology may not be your cup, and therefore let me place before you the expected results on account of the merits of the chart. Here is my take on Sri Arvind Kejriwal's future. Number 1, starting 30th November, when Rahu entered Pisces, he should start getting the reward of the last 18 years. Number 2, before his Jupiter Dasha ends on March 18, 2026, he will consolidate all his gains for the efforts put by him all along. Number 3, from March 18, 2026, his Saturn Dasha begins and it is a totally different game for him. Number 4, March 3rd, 2024 should be significant for him. His shadow planet Rahu, generally painted in bad light starting with Rahu Kala etc., is a misnomer, usually terrorizing the psyche of people, while it can reveal a host of excellent things also in life. Therefore, please set aside all erratic notions about Rahu which are well known in the society and look at extraordinary qualities of Rahu as well. Thanks for watching. Namaste.